Hi everyone and welcome to $1 Million App Ideas. I'm Pietro Messineo, I'm an indie dev and I successfully exited some apps in the past. And that's why I feel comfortable today in giving you some suggestions or even some recommendations on how you can enlarge your app portfolio. And why not? Maybe even make some video out of it. So in this new concept I'm going to unveil 3 app ideas every week. And so for each app we're going to see what is the app about, the revenues of the last 3 months, downloads, how complicated it is to make such an app, and then last but not least also the potential selling price. So the app that we are going to analyze today is a flight tracker app, which basically means that you can have a look on a map in real time, the flight status and flights that are moving on top of your head. And that's not actually it, because you can even set up some push notifications for flight status, check flight delays, and much way more information. So let's move on, because this is not actually an app that is alone in its niche, but actually there are several of them. And what I want to show you today is that even though you arrive later or sooner, it doesn't really matter, because there is space for everybody. So how much money this app made in the last 3 months? $53,500. Even though I saw that the revenues of this app are actually going slightly down, and I think it's because the pricing model is a little bit changing and they are trying to push towards like free for everybody, no anything, like try to avoid paying and stuff like that. That may be the reason why the revenues are dropping. But actually, how many people download this app? 269,000, which is usually a little bit lower than other apps that we analyzed. But let's see how complicated it is to make such an app. I gave a 3 out of 10, and we will see also very soon why. And in case in case the developer would like to sell this kind of app, how much money it could eventually make, and what it should take in accounting when selling the app. Of course, like the revenue trends, the profit margin, user growth, market potential, and even the app sustainability itself. Usually, the revenue multipliers range between 3 times and 10 times the yearly revenues. And so if this app made 53.5K in the last quarter, we multiply by 4, we obtain the yearly revenues, which is roughly $214,000. And so if we apply the basic 36 months multiplier, which is basically, we will basically obtain $642,000. And so how to make this app? If you follow my videos, you may have already encountered Rapid API. It's basically a platform where developers host their APIs and you can just pay or search for APIs into the platform itself. And so just doing a quick research about flight tracker APIs or flight tracker and stuff like that, I found this amazing collection that you can see in the slide right now. Of course, based on the service that you're going to use, you pay much or less amount of money, and basically it's also depending on the amount of queries and requests you can do to the API and which features, of course, they offer you. And so what about the monetization? How this app made 53.5K in 3 months? Well, actually, they do have subscriptions. They do have 2 subscriptions, yearly and monthly. But that's not actually it. They also run A/B testing, so they have plenty of different monthly and yearly offer. But that's another thing, because the subscription model is not intrusive. You can use the app as much as you want. There are no botherments, no pop-ups about where you can where you should pay and stuff like that. And that may also be the reason why this app is not even making even more money. Because the only reason why you would like to subscribe to this app, it's because you want to remove some advertisements, which I honestly did not encounter yet. And also because of some engine of aircraft and stuff like that, which I really did not find, maybe because I'm not that pro user into this. And so, as usual, the question is, where can I get my first 1,000 of downloads when I create such an app? So as usual, you can do a cooperation with an influencer, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. consider that this app is a flight tracker app, so it's easier to promote such a niche of app because you can start contacting influencers which are organizing trips and travels and stuff like that, so they can promote it, and you don't have to promote the app only to an Apple niche, but just a general niche of people that are traveling. And summer is coming, so people will travel even more, so it's maybe a nice idea to build this app right now. Blogs, you can call mailing some blogs, you can improve your keywords in the App Store, and if you have some budget, you can run some Apple search ads. The app that I was analyzing today is called Flight Aware Flight Tracker. Download it, just give it a chance to test. If you see it's having a lot of reviews, which means a lot of downloads, this app is available on App Store since 2009, so I guess it's one of the earliest app that has been released. So that wraps up our app idea of the day. I hope that this concept spark inspiration for your upcoming app portfolio. As usual, little disclaimer, all the data that we saw here related to revenues and downloads should be considered as estimates because they come from public tools, which means they are or they may not be accurate, even though I found out that in the past few years those numbers are becoming more and more accurate. As usual, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the community, and follow me on Twitter. See you in the next episode.